What's up, y'all? It's Christian Sneaker Professor. I'm really jumping on the shoe, the Nova 3 from Merrell. Now, I wrote an article, and in this article, I actually created what you see next to me. I created this sub website because I've become such a big fan of Merrell as a brand, and I've been saying to myself for a long time that this is the company that could. I'm wearing this Merrell jacket. I'm actually going to do like an on foot and stuff like that. In the middle of this video, I'm going to show the shoes and stuff like that. Not all of the shoes that are in this post, but one of the shoes in this post I got specifically because I needed an all white shoe. And I was like, but I don't wear Air Force Ones. I'm at the age now where I need things to fit and be very comfortable for me. But I also know that I have a tendency to go and walk a lot and do some serious walking. So, especially when I'm in a different city or something and I'm looking for food. But I wrote this post that you see to the side. It's called Buried Inside of Merrell Are 5 Trail Sneakers Waiting to be Discovered by Gorpcore and Utilitarian Stylists. Now, what do I mean by that? If you know the brand Solomon, other than the fact that Rihanna wore the big red ones in the Super Bowl performance, you know that Solomon, the North Face, Blue Label in Japan for North Face, you know that a lot of people are wearing this kind of utilitarian look or this trail look, and they're wearing it in the street as streetwear. And I was like, man, what brand is the brand that could cross over naturally into this kind of more fashion style that people aren't really checking for? Merrell's been that brand for me for a long time, but Merrell is completely focused on outdoor and serving that community. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing at all wrong with that. But in order for them to cross over, can they create imagery and things that kind of fit that scope of people who are more fashionable, who are like, yo, I want something different. They may not want a Solomon, or they may not want a Columbia, or they may not want a North Face Vective shoe. Trail running shoes are becoming more popular because, first off, they're comfortable. They're comfortable. They feel great. They tend to be water repellent in most instances. But I did this article and I was like, Merrell's one of my favorite brands. And if people sit down and begin to look at the brand in a different light, could they catch fire? Now, here's the problem with doing something like this. Whenever I see people wearing Merrell, even though I'm wearing a pair right now, even while I'm doing this video talking to you guys, like I said, I'm going to insert video for trying on one of the shoes. Every time I see somebody wear them, and it's some old dude with khaki pants on and a brown belt with that hunting kind of weird shirt with the field shirt with the pleats on the front and then the big air vents in the back and a trucker hat. And that's the image that I get when I think of Merrell. And it's like, dude, they don't have to just serve that community. They could do so much more. But you can't stray from what it is that you are to try and reach a community who can't really see what you're doing. But then when you begin to dig inside of the website and you see these shoes, and you're like, yo, I could style that joint. And then you're like, wait a minute, it's Gore-Tex, it's waterproof, it's not going to get super dirty, even though it's an all-white shoe. You start thinking differently about that brand. And that's what a lot of people have done, specifically like in Japan. They've started to look at Solomon as this brand that you will wear on the street, in which you are kind of whatever you're wearing for the day. And I'm not saying that they have to cross over and do this. But when you dig into this site and you begin to see what they have, this Moab Mesa Lux 1 Trail, that's fly. I don't care who you are. I don't care how old you are. Now, you're going to get like one of these old dudes that'll wear that with the khakis pulled up to his right under his chest, and he's going to have that pleated shirt with the vents in the back. But that's Merrell's fault. I mean, and I can't convert people or tell people to switch over to something. I can only look at it and be like, yo, I can kill that. I can wear that. And they have them in different colors. So this is not like an ad for Merrell. I'm going to get into, and I'm actually wearing these right now, the MTL Long Sky 2s. I'm wearing these right now. You'll see them when I get ready to do this on foot. But I came up with this concept and I said, you know what? There's this thing that people need to start focusing on that's called city hiking. So I started creating these paths for myself through Memphis for like, talking to people saying, yo, I did this path, this walking path, and this is where I walked. And I came up with a cool couple of trails, and then I inserted some food at the end of it because most of the time when I'm going to walk because I'm looking for a good new restaurant. And in Memphis, you can't really drive, there's not a lot of walking places, but the areas that they have here in the city, you can run into some restaurants that are stupid. And I mean, that are really, really good. So I did this kind of walking path and I ended up at this restaurant called Bain Barbecue. All right, I know you guys are like, dude, isn't this supposed to be a shoe thing? Yeah, this is supposed to be a shoe thing, but I'm showing you this food from Bain Barbecue because, it's good. It's really good. And it's an affront to Memphis because the people that own it are from Austin, Texas, and they do brisket. And Memphis is known for its barbecue, so the idea that a Austin, Texas place can come into Memphis and open a restaurant and it's really good, it's kind of an affront. And you got to be offended. But at the end of the day, good food is good food. And if you eat pork, dog, you can't miss this place. Anyway, one of the shoes that I chose for this list, where I did the Merrell top 5, I have this one on, and I picked up this one. And this one is the Nova, the men's Nova 3. So when you're looking at it, it's made for trail running, and the weight of it is 10.4 ounces. But the shoe is amazing. It utilizes a Vibram TC5 Plus outsole, a rock plate to prevent you from hitting these rocks and feeling that pain through your foot. But it also has this rear sling that locks in the heel. So it's 100% recycled breathable mesh lining. It's 100% recycled mesh footbed cover. Clean Sport NXT treated for natural odor control. 50% recycled removable EVA foam footbed. Take that out and you can peep it and check it out. The rock plate, like I said, for protection, the forefoot and heel cushioning pods. All of that stuff is technical, but what does it look like on foot? What does it look like on foot? So when you put these on, and I'm going to remove these MTL Long Skies, which I love. And if you've seen that video where I ran with my daughter and did running drills because she's a track and field athlete. She's now in the 9th grade. She's dope. Anyway, the MTL is the Merrell Test Lab. And this shoe is equally as incredible. But I needed a white shoe, and this new Nova 3, this updated version, it looks good. And I'm going to actually sit here and try to model a little bit and look bad. And I know you guys will laugh at me, but that's fine. I think it's kind of fly, but I'm wearing a Merrell coat. I actually have on a Merrell t-shirt. But I think the shoes look fantastic. They look awesome. I wonder if Merrell can do that crossover, but it's something that can't be forced. It has to happen organically. And if it happens organically, you got something that could really propel Merrell to the next level as a brand. They make fantastic footwear. And I just wanted to make sure I got this video in so you guys could get a look at the Nova 3, my white pair that I'm rocking, that I'm going to be wearing all summer, and probably going to be buying another pair. But I wanted to make sure I did this video so you could get a chance to see a different shoe, a different product. As you noticed, I stopped doing a lot of unboxing videos because they all tended to be Nike. And as much as I love Nike as a brand in the history, you got Air, which is just a big ad campaign and probably not very accurate. I think it's time for me to start sharing the stuff that I actually wear versus the stuff that I'm probably just selling and making money on. This is stuff I actually wear. What do you think about it? I think it's dope. I think it looks cool. I put this hood on like I'm trying to model, but that's it. I will see you guys on the next one. The Nova 3 from Merrell is an awesome summer trail shoe. And if it's something that you get down with, let me know. You know what? Leave a comment and let me know. But I'm not going to be sitting here putting links all to the stuff. They're not paying me for doing this. I'm doing this of my own volition. Just like when I get another pair of shoes that I'm keeping and wearing, I'll do a video for that as well. But that's it. I'm going to wrap it up. Let me pose one time, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.